Hello everybody, so I'm not looking I say usual polished self, but I'm not looking polished at all today, not necessarily usual. I'm in proper slow Monday, getting back into it mode, and I'm still not quite with it, but I did promise you last week, I went live very briefly. I tried to do many lives last week whilst I was at the Entrepreneurial Leaders Live event in Brighton, which was incredible. However, the internet just wasn't playing ball. So every time I went to go live, and then the last time I went to go live was in sort of the beginning of the second day, so I had like 5 minutes to say, hey, show you the sea. But I'm back. And I am getting back into it. I'm in my content creation mode today. So I've been bashing out some stuff for you guys and sharing some bits and pieces. I've got loads of stuff lined up for you this week on how to price your services, discovering your zone of genius. And I'm going to be ploughing out the golden nuggets and the pennies that have been dropped over the last few days since being at this event. So I wanted to share the first of many kind of breakthroughs and a golden nugget that I picked up from the event. So two things. First thing I want to talk to you about is a little bit of mini personal breakthrough actually. So watching the incredible speakers that were there at this event. I wasn't speaking at this event, which actually makes a change because it's been the first event in a while when I've not been speaking and actually been able to properly immerse myself and actually not think about what I'm saying and actually really take on board everything that was said at the event. And at the end of the first day, Helen Packham, who was hosting the event, she introduced an open mic because she wanted to give people a voice, and that's what she does. She gives people a voice to share their story and to really communicate and share their message. And she invited people to come up. And I've noticed this pattern in myself where I want to do something, and then when I hesitate, and if any of you follow Mel Robbins, you will be going, Jen, use the 5-second rule. And I hesitate, and then I talk myself out of it. And not even just talking myself out of it, there's a particular line that plays every single time for me, and it's a childhood limiting belief that's been pulled up and still continues to come over and over. So she invited people to come up to speak, and as she did, I thought, I'd love to, but pipe down, Jen, because everybody's heard enough from you. And I thought in that moment, just when you think you got rid of the buggers, they re-emerged, and it came up, and it was, it was saying basically, people have had enough of you. You don't need to get up there and say your piece. And I just thought, where is that coming from? And I know where it comes from. It comes from years of basically being bubbly and a loud child who wants to make everybody happy all the time, and sometimes as a child, parents, not appropriate to be like that. Sometimes it's more seen as annoying than it is anything else, and so that's where all that comes from. I won't bore you with the life story. Anyway, that happened, and I just thought, hold on a second. And Helen Packham's words rang through my mind, and she's basically, in her talk at the very beginning of the day, her signature talk was all around owning your story, using your story as the elixir to help your clients, to help your following, to help the people who need you the most. And so I was this just kind of started to emerge, and I thought, well, hold on a second, Jen, get your butt off that chair. And I did, and I shared exactly this little snippet story as it happened, and I wanted to give thanks to Helen Packham for helping me with that, because me and her have done some coaching together in the past, and something that came up as part of that coaching was around visibility, putting yourself out there, and really owning your worth and taking your place in the bloody world and saying, hey, I'm here, I have a voice, I am just as deserving as the next person to share, to help, to stand up and own my awesomeness, which is what my core message is all around for other people. Funny how it's so related to what we go through. So anyway, that was my mini breakthrough. Thursday I pledged never again to hesitate, no more. 5-second rule for me. I'm going to be standing up, going up there and doing it. Helen's on. Hello, Helen. She says, mine is the opposite. Who am I to go up and speak? Oh no, it's very, very similar, Helen, very similar to mine. It's like, like, well, you know, I'll let other people go because, you know, I'm kind of second rate. And I think we need to stop that because, you know, we are all human beings. And as well, I think something Dan Meredith said possibly in his little talk that he did, you know, we're all human beings at the end of the day, and we all are as deserved as the next person to stand up and share and to be present and to take our place in this world. So that's what I'm really standing for today. The second little nugget before I leave you today, so I'm going to pick up the little one. So the second nugget was from Toby Moore. Now, Toby Moore is the curator of TEDx Brighton, and he's also founder of Yapper. I think he's changing the name now. I'm not quite sure what it was changing to, but now for some reason the name that he's going to change it from is sticking in my head. Maybe don't change it, Toby. But he is a content creating expert, and during his talk he gave so many different golden nuggets, but the biggest one that stood out for me really resonated because it's what I'm all about. And he said, commit to solving a problem. And he uses this philosophy, and I'm like, yes. I was doing an expert spotlight session inside of Helen Packham's All-Star membership this morning around ideal client and micro niching, and a big part of this is kind of like a talk that I kind of wheel out quite often, but part of that is all around problem solving, understanding the problem that you're solving, because if you don't have a problem to solve, you don't have a business. It's really, really important to recognise that. But Toby uses this in a really great way. It's kind of a philosophy for him. So he sets out on his day and he says, okay, is the task that I'm doing now solving a problem? If it's not solving the problem, then he's not doing the right task. And by keeping this philosophy and sticking on his mission, which is to basically banish bad content and helping people create great content, it's a nice, simple, works really well. That's his mission. If what he's doing isn't contributing to that mission, isn't contributing to solving that problem, then he's not doing the right things in his business. It makes him far more productive, more accomplished. He makes a lot more progress, and he's making more impact at the end of the day. I really love that. Using that, committing to solving a problem as a philosophy is a fantastic way to make sure that you have direction in your business. So I just wanted to kind of share that, reiterate that message that I talk about a lot, and share that little mini breakthrough with you. Thank you so much for those of you who have joined me live. Hey Joe, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. So yeah, I just thought I'd just pop on. It's completely impromptu, but I thought I'd get on here and share those little nuggets with you. I know it's Monday. I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm still getting into it. But Tuesday is about to arrive. Tuesday, tomorrow, I have an epic webinar that I am running on how to convert your clients before they get on the phone. Wouldn't it be great if you got on the phone with a client and they were already like, yeah, please, is it possible that I can work with you? Isn't that the ideal scenario? So that's what I've got coming up tomorrow, 8 p.m. BST UK time. If you would like to join that webinar, then pop me a comment in the comments, and I will make sure you get the link to register for that. But you've probably seen it about a zillion times on my page anyway. But yeah, the link is there. It was meant to be ran a couple of Thursdays ago. My internet completely broke, which was, oh no, it's starting to break again now. Please don't do that, internet, because that would be sad. I'm dreading it, because tomorrow night's the World Cup and everybody's gonna be using the internet. If it breaks again, I'm just gonna have to submit, probably record it and then send it out. But we're on to our internet providers. We're gonna get an engineer sent out at some point. They're nice and organised. Who bloody knows when they're going to be out there? But anyway, that's why it didn't happen the last time. So I've got all my fingers and toes crossed. That is all going to be good for tomorrow, 8 p.m. to run this training for you. I really hope it is, because honestly, I put a lot of effort into most of my trainings, but this is like, it's got so many juicy nuggets in it, guys. So make sure you're there if you can be. Hannah says she signed up. I have to catch a replay. No problem. We've signed up, so that's the main thing. If you can make it there live, you get put into a prize draw to win something amazing. If you can't, don't worry, but just make sure you register, because then you can get sent the replay. All right then, I'm off. But it's been fab speaking to you all on a Monday, and I will speak to you all tomorrow most likely. Take care. Bye bye.